What up? What up? What up? What's going on? Nice little stretch of Rooney. Get the muscle stretched out here. Okay. We have some peeps to get in here. Yeah, for some reason, every time I try to set a time for this, it put the wrong time. It said 1 a.m. I don't know why. I didn't put it for 1 a.m. I put it for fucking 10 p.m. and still not doing it the right way. So, John Jenkins, what's going on, man? Yeah, I know. Trust me. I'm pissed at it, but you know, at the same time, maybe it just wasn't meant to be for some reason. So, you know, there's always a plan, and maybe it really just wasn't meant to be. So, we'll see how that goes. Running out of options. Joseph, what's up, man? Running out of a lot of options right now. I don't know what to do. We'll figure out. There'll be something happening sooner or later. There'll be a plan. I don't know what it is. I was talking about it actually. I was talking about some things on the Bitterbirds last night. We were talking about it, but you know, we didn't think. You know, everybody's going really fast, and if that's the case, I think Howie would have jumped on somebody already. But as of right now, you know, nothing's really happening. So I don't know what's going to happen, but no, I don't want no. Jordy Nelson's not going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Okay, not 33 years old. He's not. Not. So the Jordy Nelson things I go out the window because you know that's not going to happen. Yeah, no, I don't think Hollins is going to be. I don't think the Eagles are putting Hollins in that position yet. I don't think he's an outside guy, to be honest. I mean, he's got some speed, but I think he's more of an inside guy than an outside guy. He'll be a special teamer. A guy can play inside and try to play on out. It depends on the team we're playing. It depends on the corners that they're playing. You know, Hollins is a good mismatch, but he's not like explosive like a lot of guys are. I mean, he pull off some plays, but I don't think the Eagles are putting him in that position. Plus, you got Hollins on the outside. Then who do you have behind him? Really, nobody. Yeah, Joe, just send me your email and I can get you on here. I just got to send you a private message. This is an open hangout, so the more people in here, the merrier. This is the Eagles, the Eagles live stream, free agency eve, little live stream we got going on here. Yeah, Marky Big Dog. Yeah, okay. Surely. Cowboy X Factor, what's going on, man? I actually started watching your videos a few days ago. I didn't even know you made videos. I just actually started watching your videos a few days ago. So good work though on your vids, by the way. I've actually enjoyed watching your videos. So Kavai, man, dude, I'm just being realistic. I'm being straight up. This is an open hangout, so you send me your email, I can get you in here. Because I'm not just doing this alone today, because I want, you know, my Eagles Nation, my Eagles friends, everybody in here to come in. Yo, Eagle Storm, what's going on, man? I actually watched a few of your vids lately, all the moves that happened today. So Eagle Storm, good showing your vids too. I watch your stuff all the time. Dude, we need to do something. Yeah, Matthew Walsh, we definitely will. We're definitely going linebacker and going tight end in the draft, 100%, and probably on the offensive line as well. I wouldn't doubt it. Offensive line, linebacker, we're going to be going. So no problem, Eagle Storm, no problem. You know I got your back. The Titans are stacked, but I know the Titans are stacked, dude, but they don't got the right team to go anywhere. It's not even that, but Marcus Mariota is not even a developed QB yet. Marcus Mariota is he's not a good quarterback. He's just not. So we'll see. I'm surprised Luke Wilson. I don't know where he's going. I don't know if he got signed at all either. Joshua, man, you think with the Eagles restructuring lanes kind of to help keep Curry? I don't know. I think they're trying to get rid of Curry. Honestly, you brought Bennett and you just brought Nada. You brought, you know what I mean? You brought Nada in here now. So I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I think he's going to free up more cap. So probably not. I have no idea. I mean, it would be nice if they did, but at the same time, I think he's going to either be a trade piece or he's just going to get flat out get released tomorrow, and we'll see what happens by then. And yeah, Darby is the odd man out. Definitely 100% going to be out. He's definitely, we'll try to get at least a third round pick for him, hopefully a third rounder. So we'll see what happens by then. And, but, talk about these, you got Corey Nelson from Denver was a very, very good signing, and the head coach of the Broncos said that he's a starter, and they're stacked over on defense over in Denver. So Corey Nelson was a very good pickup. A little bit over $2 million in cap, so he could cover a lot. He could cover running backs. He's a great special teamer. There's a lot of upside to him, but we'll see what happens in the time being. I haven't heard anything on Blunt or Sproles or anything. Nothing. I haven't heard anything at all. Nothing. And I'm surprised because I would at least hear some news about maybe, I don't know about Darren Sproles signing. I don't know because we're definitely gonna get some cap. We definitely have some cap back. I mean, thank God Lane Johnson. That's all I got to say. Big Diskey. No, we're not getting Sue. I highly doubt it. I actually like this. I do like the Nomni signing a lot. I'm still trying to fucking say his name right. I still like the signing a lot, and honestly, I like him a lot, and he'll be good in a rotation with Fletcher Cox, with Timmy Jernigan. So there's it's a whole spiel with him. It's great. Sue's probably going to end up getting over. I don't know. Sue's probably not going to get overpaid. Number one, because he's a cancer. And I mean, he's got a lot of issues, and I wanted him on this team. But at the same time, I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see in the time being what's up. So let's see. Rank Philly Van BT. Lane Johnson is the team player, helping the Birds out, saving $7 million. Oh, 100% ranting Philly. 100%. I mean, I was surprised. I got up this morning, go to work, and I saw that, and I was like, wow. And we saved $7.5 million. It's crazy. I mean, absolutely insane. So I'm happy. If we trading Vinny Curry, it's probably going to be, John. It's probably going to be a big trade. I don't know. Something is happening. Something is cooking right now that we don't know. And this is just weird because why didn't they just trade Curry now, or why didn't they just let him go, or just why wasn't it said that they would just let him go? It was said, and then it got updated and said they're going to try to restructure, but I don't know what's going to happen. Big Diskey, P-Rob is definitely going to – I don't know what's going to happen with Patrick Robinson right now. I don't, because they were supposed to get something done before 12 o'clock yesterday, when all the teams can speak to the agents of all the soon-to-be free agent players. So I don't know what's going on with P-Rob right now, but if P-Rob comes in, Darby's definitely out, but I think Darby's out either way. Plus we got, from the Torrey Smith trade. We got Darryl from the Torrey Smith trade, which was a great signing. You know what I mean? So there's so much going on, but even with him coming into the mix now with the corner spots, going to be a lot of competition. Let's see, Eagle Storm. You think we convert Mills or Douglas to safety? It would eliminate the safety. We need to maintain rookie contracts, get Sidney onto the field, and capitalize on corner depth. No, 100%. Mills played safety at LSU. I think Mills could definitely go and play safety. I just think he has the knack for it. So we'll see what happens. But I think Mills can actually play safety, and he's done it before. You know what I mean? So we'll see, because we need Malcolm Jenkins moving all over the field like he did last year. We need that guy to fill in that safety spot. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But I think I think they should give it a shot. I wouldn't put Russell Douglas there because I would try to keep him in the slot, try to play him outside, see where he can go, where they can go with him. Because honestly, when Darby was out, Russell Douglas actually played pretty damn good, I got to say. But this pass rush was a big success this year. So I see a lot happening with this team and where it could be going. Jalen Watkins, fucking trash, I know. Trust me. Thank God he walked in free agency. I don't even think he got signed yet. But we'll see. Raptor Charge. What's up, Joey? You guys are killing it. Roseman is a damn good GM. A lot of smart moves to stay on top. Yeah, Raptor Charge. I know you're a Cowboys fan. I know the Cowboys really haven't made any moves, and that's got to be killing you guys right now. But no, Howie's making moves, man. That D-line is even more fierce than last year. I'm actually afraid of what's going to happen to teams against this D-line. Howie Roseman's doing his work, man. He's making this team better. He's pulling off some good trades, little trades that are going to make a huge difference as a cohesive unit. So we'll see what happens by then. Yo, Tristan Russo, what's up, man? So this is an open live stream, guys. So if you guys want to come in here, any questions, ask me. Come on in here, man. I'm here. Tomorrow free agency, dude. I'm gonna be on here for a little bit. So let's get to talking. Let's get to doing this. How much cap did we save by cutting Burton? We didn't cut Burton. We didn't save any cap from Burton because Burton became a free agent. So nothing. Nothing came of Trey Burton. I'd rather keep Foles right now unless we're blown away by something because of the Carson Wentz injury and stuff. And they're very optimistic he'll be back week 1. But we will see by then. We'll see. By then we'll just figure it out. But no, I think we could do some good things. I think we have a lot more to do, guys. I really do. Seahawks wide receiver Richardson. Yeah, I know. Kavai said it before. Paul Richardson is officially a Washington Redskin. What a fucking shame. What a shame, man. It's not because I'm afraid of them now because they have Paul Richardson, which I'm not, because that offensive line, they got no running back. Alex Smith is pure fucking garbage. He barely has any weapons. He didn't have the weapons he had like he had on, Kansas City. He's going to have a really hard time. Let's see. Let me get my shit set up and I'll jump in. All right, Nat, no problem. Let's see. Wentz is better than Dak. Foles and Glenn. I say that's an amazing trade. Yeah, right. Pats are interested in signing Patrick Robinson. Matthew Walsh. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. The Pats are interested in a lot of people, so they're trying to get some defensive players mostly right now. So we'll see what happens by then, and we'll see. But it's looking good, though. We made some moves, and it's looking very good right now. I like it, but we have that gaping hole at the fucking deep threat position, the second spot on the wide receiver position. I don't think Foles is traded, Faith, at all, because I think the Eagles they want to trade him, but they don't want to trade him. They're at a 50-50 with Nick Foles because of the Carson Wentz injury, and they're very optimistic he'll be back, but I don't think that they will trade him at all unless they're blown away. Do I want him traded? Probably not. Probably not right now. I did before. Probably not now. I think we're going to have enough ammo. I think more because the salary cap's not, the cap situation is not bad right now, so I think we'll be all right. Randy Philly fan, why are so many people worried about Giants drafting Barkley? The Eagles are way better than the Giants. No, I understand that, but you know what, though? Barkley's probably going to be a good running back, especially for the Giants, but, they shouldn't be picking Barkley. They should be picking a quarterback, unfortunately, Ranting Philly BT. They should be drafting a quarterback this year. I don't see. I mean, they're giving Eli Manning another 2 years, and they're going to have to come to another. They're going to have to go to another draft and try to get somebody. So I don't know what's really going to happen by that time, but we'll figure it out till that time. Let's see. Jonathan Stewart signed with the Giants. I guess do you think the Browns will get Barkley? I don't know. I mean, that depends. Do the Browns want to bring in another quarterback to compete? With Tyrod Taylor, or do they want to keep it the way it is? I have no idea. Let's see here. And Jonathan Stewart is fucking washed up. I'm sorry, but I'm not impressed with that sign for the Giants. I think he's totally washed up. He is not going to last another 2 years in this league. So good, cool. But, it's funny because the Giants, I don't know. The Giants might not be drafting Barkley now just because they just spent money on Jonathan Stewart, which I don't know what his deal was and how expensive he was, because I can really give a fuck less of what the Giants are doing at this moment of time right now. So we'll see what happens. No, ranting. The Giants they have to draft QB. They drafted a third-round pick QB and they still couldn't do anything. You know what I mean? They still drafted David Webb, whatever his name is, and they started Geno Smith over him. You know what I mean? Like, you got a third-round pick quarterback, just start him. If you weren't going to start Eli Manning, you might as well start Chris Webb, whatever his name is. So they should did that, but they didn't do it. But let's see. My thoughts about J-Train, Kavai, I don't know. Next year's his last year, so it's a big decision the Eagles are going to have to make. I love him. I absolutely love him as a person, as a player. He's a violent runner, and I love it. I would love to have friggin' LeGarrette Blount back for at least one more year. It'd be nice. I think we have the cap to do it. I think we're honestly looking for at least one more big move, and then kind of do the little depth signings that how he does, a few weeks after free agency, and then we kind of get ready towards the draft. Let's see, getting a third or fourth is more realistic for Darby. Yeah, of course, third or fourth is what we're most likely going to get. Matthew Walsh for Ronald Darby. So the wide receivers are getting taken. Sammy Watkins to the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Allen Robinson went to the Bears. John Brown went to is going to be a Baltimore Raven. Good for him, but fuck. There's nobody left. There's nobody. Tavon Austin. I think they're looking at Tavon Austin too, unless they're gonna. Because I know the Baltimore Ravens are looking at Tavon Austin and they're looking at John Brown. I think they're going to sign John Brown, and then I think the Tavon Austin shit's a little bit older, so maybe they made a decision on what they're going to do. Curry and Darby could be a bundle. You're right, Eagles fans since 1993. They could be a bundle. That's very interesting because none of these guys have been traded yet. Like, no decisions have been made yet. They didn't cut. Now, if it was going to be separate, they really didn't cut them separately. No one's been cut yet, besides the guys that we know that have been cut. Nothing's even happened yet, so we're going to see what happens by that time, and we'll figure it out. So I'm excited. So hold on one second. I'm going to go invite somebody to the – all right, hold on one second, guys. 1 second. Hold on 1 sec. I got to get the link here. Okay. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Shit. All right, here we go. I didn't want to do that. All right. Let's see. Maybe we trade Curry and Darby for Bryant from the Steelers. I don't know. There have to be draft picks involved. There have to be a lot involved. I don't know. The Steelers have been up and down about trading him, so I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea, but we'll see by that time. I don't look. Let me tell you, Philadelphia Eagles channel. I love Martavis Bryant, man. Explosive. You know how dynamic this offense would be. We just need a legitimate deep threat, and that's it. And we're pretty much good. Not even kidding. See here. Narrock, what's up, man?
Not too much. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
All right, sweet. I know I missed it, but I don't want to get rid of Darby.
No, why?
Because I don't think he was as bad as everybody thinks he does. I think a lot of people are forgetting the injury he had and how much time he missed.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't think it's the skill level of Darby. I think it's the money, because what happens is he's going to be a free agent after next year. So if he has a terrific season next year,
that way
you have to pay him.
From that way, I understand it, but I don't see anybody really making that as their arguing point. They're just going off his gameplay and bringing up the Super Bowl, which, besides
everybody played like shit during the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
everybody did.
Just gonna say, like, who on the defense really played good? The front line played decently, but besides that,
right. Well, let's see here. I'm trying to get. Hold on, I'm trying to get more things out.
My bad.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was just gonna say I want to see Sidney Jones.
Oh no, I can't wait for Sidney Jones to get out there. No rehabbing. That's gonna totally come out there and do his thing. I'm excited for it. I really am. I really am excited. It should be fun. It should be and bringing in Daryl Worley from the Torrey Smith trade and there's a lot coming into this defense now. So it's gonna be, and if they bring P-Rob back. We'll see what happens with that. But if they bring P-Rob back, then, we'll see what happens with that. There'll be a lot of competition at that corner spot. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to see some new faces and some young faces and see what happens.
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, 100%.
Cool.
Go ahead. It's my bad.
No. So you were talking about Darby.
Yeah.
It's what you said. It's about the money.
All about the money.
About the money, because Mills still have 2 years in his contract, and trading Jones and Douglas right now after his rookie years doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I just think because of, down the road, I don't know. I don't think he's got, I know he had the injury. I know, there's some things that are involved with that, but at the same time, it's, it's all about the money when it comes it's just the money. I mean, that's really it. I mean, we're lucky right now that, Lane Johnson literally restructured his deal, giving us $7.5 million. I mean, just like not even expected that. So all we had to do was make one move and we were under the cap and we were fine. So literally we made one move to get under the cap pretty much, entirely, which is great. But, we made some really good signings so far with Michael Bennett and then getting, I keep fucking up his name. I can't even say his fucking name. Somebody help me out.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't say his name right, and every time I try to say it the right way, I don't remember. Picking up him, from the Lions, whatever, he became a free, it was perfect. Getting the rotation. He was upgraded Bo Allen by 100%. Absolutely amazing. He's going to disrupt a lot. He's just going to have to just go in there and just, just take up that backup role or that road. There's not really a backup role. It's a rotational role. He goes in there and just, hits that hole and it does whatever he could do. He's 34 years old, so he was mad cheap. And we'll see what he could do in the meantime. But I'm excited for it. I mean,
yeah, no, he's a reckon to be. He's big.
Mm-hmm.
No, he maybe lost a step, but he still got like the bull rush. And I don't know if you see like the stat in the Detroit Lions defense after he got green rush.
Right.
Before the 5 game they play, they average like 70 yards per game rushing, and after he got injured, it was like 120, something like that.
Right. Yeah, no, Nada is not the same player he used to be. Won the Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens and then pretty much, been with Detroit the past 3 years. I think he tore his bicep last year. He only played in about 5 games. Only had 2 sacks last year, so not a good year. Not a good year for him at all. But I mean, it's he's 34 years old. Father time is taking him down a little bit. But I think, getting rest and being fresh, being in this defense as a cohesive unit will do a lot. And I'm really excited to see him on the field. And I think we've upgraded very nicely with 2 players. Very nice upgrades. So I'm really excited to see this could be the best defensive line in football, even more scarier than last year. 100% more scarier than last year. This defensive line could be absolutely amazing. I'm proud of how he's done. He's already, as soon as we freed up some of that cap from the restructured Lane Johnson contract, we already made some moves. And then you pick up a very young linebacker in Corey Nelson from Denver. And he's a great special teamer. He can cover running backs very well. The head coach of the Broncos said that he's a good. He really looks at him as a starter because they're very stacked on defensively over in Denver. And the Denver actually matched the same price we did for him, but Corey Nelson wanted to play for the Eagles because he has more opportunity to get playing time, and he thinks he can play a bigger role with the Philadelphia Eagles. So
with the way we can rotate, we could afford to bring on some of those aging guys. Do you think, is there anybody you'd like to see that we might be able to pick up cheap because he's older? And
I mean, the thing is, you can't do that with every position. Like, see, this is what I think the Eagles are going to do for years to come. They're going to keep replacing defensive linemen every year. At least if it's one guy, they'll replace like maybe a guy or two every year, just to plug in, in this really good pass rush. So I think,
Right.
I think that's going to be their bread and butter every year, is going to be, kind of subbing that D line here like every year and keeping it intact, because this pass rush is absolutely amazing. This year it should be more monstrous than last year. I mean, Vinny Curry only had 3 sacks. Got Michael Bennett coming in, 8.5 sacks. He played 37% of the snaps inside. He can play inside 3 technique. He can play anywhere you want him to play. And Michael Bennett's very durable. Like, he played over 700 snaps last year. The Eagles only played over 600 snaps.
I love picking up Bennett. No, you don't got to convince me. I loved that. I loved picking him up. I don't know what Seattle is doing right now. They're just imploding. I mean, they must have some secret diabolical plan, because they're imploding. They're getting rid of everyone.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean.
Yeah, in Seattle, always the rumors were after they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, their locker room wasn't the same. So yeah, I think that's the starting point till now, that they didn't make the playoffs. So yeah, sooner or later, I think that was going to happen.
100%. No, you're right. 100%. Like, ever since that they lost that Super Bowl, it's been downhill ever since. And honestly, I mean, Cam Chancellor, who knows what's going to happen, with him. But Earl Thomas is another one where they said they'll trade Earl Thomas only if they get a deal that's going to blow them away. So there's there's a lot going on with that team, but I think they're on pure rebuild. I think they had a player go on. I think Dwayne Brown went on NFL Access, on TV, and was talking about, well, we're not on rebuild. We're just, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? There's no way that you guys are going to be done. I think the 49ers and the Rams are going to be neck and neck next year, maybe. I think the Rams will probably win that division next year, because I think the 49ers still need at least another year in the system, unless they're coached like entirely different and, could do a whole lot of things. So we want to get back. We want to go talk about the quarterbacks, man. Like, this whole Nick Foles shit is going out of control now, because now I don't think he's going anywhere. You got Sam Bradford going to the Bills, plus what Mike Glennon, not the Bills, the Cardinals, plus with Mike Glennon going over there. We already know. You got Case Keenum's going to the Broncos. Who else here?
Cousins to the Vikings.
Cousins to the Vikings, of course. Sorry,
and to the Jets. I think it's McCown and Teddy.
Who's going to the? Oh, yeah, Teddy Bridgewater heard going to the Jets. Who else?
And
wait, McCown's going back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They give him $10 million for one season. Yeah, too much.
Yo, what the fuck is with? Kirk Cousins has not done a damn thing. He's got good numbers, but when it comes to playoffs, when it comes to primetime games, when it comes to anything, he is in the spotlight. He is horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy now. I mean, you can't.
Yeah, you can say the same about Bradford.
But the Vikings have our QB coach now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think they are like the biggest challenge.
I think
next season.
I think they just feel like they're going all in. That's what I think they're doing. They're going for it. They feel like they're right there, and they're doing whatever they think they have to.
Yeah, well, if their defense plays the way they did in the NFC Championship game, they ain't going nowhere, because if their see, the thing is, maybe their offense will pick up, but if their defense falls apart next year, it's not good.
Was that them or was it us? I mean, because look at Broncos' #1 defense, so they came into Philly. I think we just demoralized teams, personally.
We ripped out their soul. That's what we did.
We get on them hard enough, and they implode. They feel like they can't come back, so they just give up.
Right. I just don't know. Oh man, it's the free agency's nuts, man. Because I'm like hearing and then like Kirk Cousins could be the highest paid QB in history. I mean, all this stuff. I mean, it's amazing how much quarterbacks are getting paid, even when they haven't proven themselves as Kirk Cousins. But I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with the. I think the Rams too are all in this year too because they signed Keep the lead, Marcus Peters. I mean, they're signing guys left and right. Trumaine Johnson went to the Jets, which was a good. I'm glad the Jets are at least trying to do something because they need to do something because the only spot on the Jets right now that's good right now is the safety position. Other than that, it's really not good at all. But we'll see what happens. But I want to talk about getting to the. Is there a big move in the works for the Philadelphia Eagles right now? Is Howie putting together a big move right now?
I think he is, but I don't know. I know you talked about the Quan Alexander move. That I would love him. I would love because I think he's one of the best linebackers right now, young linebackers in the game.
Right.
But I don't know if that could happen. I don't know. I wish for it, but if someone can make it, it's Howie.
And that's it. Howie, man. Howie could do it all. And
I also heard, I don't know if it's true because, the Twitter world, you never can trust anyone. But I also heard that Brandon Brooks is also restructuring his contract.
It could happen. There could be a few guys. I mean, honestly, the more guys that are restructuring their contracts, I mean, honestly, if they just release Vinny Curry, they'd have what? They get, I think, $4 or $5 million back, whatever the hell it is, whatever the number is. I think it's
5. Yeah, 5.
$5 million.
Yeah, because so it's $6 million cap hit, that money.
Right. So, all right. So we'd have not a really bad amount under the cap right now if you trade, if you get rid of Vinny Curry. So, I don't know where we'll be at that moment of time, but I mean, no one's been moved. I mean, Darby hasn't been moved. Vinny Curry hasn't been moved. And, the whole Nick Foles thing is up in the air. So I don't even know anything about that. But, between just talking about Vinny Curry and Ronald Darby right now, I don't know what's happening. I mean, who knows what could be going on? It could be a bundle. It could be something, a package that they're sending out. I have no idea what's happening, but we don't have no deep threat receiver right now. I mean, everyone's pretty much been signed. I mean, everyone has. I mean, there's really nobody left. I mean, you have to make a trade. I mean, right now you have to make a trade. Everyone is gone. John Brown is going to the fucking Baltimore Ravens now, which I just found out today. Paul Richardson went to fucking Washington Redskins. Oh, God.
Yeah, but I think he give him too much money.
Yeah, $40 million deal, 20, I think was what, 40 million, I think 20 guaranteed. 5 years. A lot of years. So, I mean, technically they're not paying a lot. I mean, it's a 5-year deal. I mean, you know what I mean? So, why does everybody want Jordy Nelson to come to the fucking Philadelphia?
I want to ask you one question.
Okay.
What do you think, Alshon would get if we wouldn't sign him in this, in the season?
Who, Nigel?
No, Alshon Jeffrey.
How much did we give him?
No, how much he would get right now if he wouldn't re-sign him in the season.
If he had got signed.
He would have been, last year it probably would have been like 15, 16 million a year. Probably. He would have got paid a lot. I mean, the Vikings had a huge deal on the table for him last year. I mean, I think the Vikings had the biggest deal on the table. The Bears tried to retain him. The Colts came in. So I mean, other than that, that was pretty much it. So I don't know, but this has got to, everyone's talking about Jordy Nelson now. I don't want no 33-year-old outside receiver on this team. If that happens, I'll be pissed. I'm going to be literally pissed if I see it happen. So I'm not into Jordy Nelson whatsoever. I don't know what you guys think about Jordy Nelson, but for me, I don't think about anything about Jordy Nelson right now. I'm not into the whole Jordy Nelson thing. unless they have
Mind
no
with
other
great
options.
price, but
I think all depends in the money. I mean, if you can get him cheap, I would do it. But
1 year deal. I mean, if
yeah,
that's the case, 1 year. But
yeah,
honestly,
1 year deal.
we need somebody that's explosive, man. Like seriously, like Martavius Bryant, man. That'd probably be the best way to go right now. Best way to go. You know, if you have him on your team? See, I was a big Paul Richardson guy. As you all know, I've been like on top of Paul Richardson. I could have, I want him on this team badly, but I don't think he went to a good team. I don't think he went. I mean, he went to the Washington Redskins. What future do they have? They already paid what, a $92 million deal to Alex Smith, and then you get what, 71 guaranteed out of that. I mean, that's just a 33-year-old quarterback that hasn't really proved himself. It's been choking game in and game out. I mean, it's absolutely insane.
I think they're gonna go after somebody based on what they think of Matt Collins.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off. Sorry.
If they see him starting in another 3 years, or if they want to sign somebody on for like 4 or 5,
right?
And also remember that the wide receiver coach that the Eagles signed is the former UNC of, I think he was UNC offensive coordinator.
Matt Collins was coach from North Carolina.
Yeah. So I think maybe that also, I don't know, maybe that gives him an advantage. I don't really know.
Well, that coach has never had NFL, coaching experience, but I forgot what players he's coached, but he's coached some really good players.
Yeah, I think I hear like Randy Moss.
You're right.
Des Bryant, I think also.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God, what if we signed Des Bryant?
I mean, he was pretty good for 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah, no. We need to go get somebody.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, I think Howie would have jumped on somebody early because we were already getting the cap in order. I think we would have already jumped on somebody. And, the one guy, Tavon Austin's like one guy I could probably see on this team, but I don't know if he only had 40-something yards last year because you had Cooper Kupp and Sammy Watkins taking over the spot. So they barely used him last year. Since Sammy Watkins came in, they barely used him. So they let him go. And now I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. I'm still confused over it. I have no fucking idea. I really don't. They give me a million directions they can go, but with this wide receiver position right now, Torrey Smith wasn't a huge loss because he was more of a decoy on the field. I appreciate everything he's done. He's a class act. The guy left on good terms, and we will never forget him for what he's done, especially in the playoffs. He was amazing. Caught some really good catches that really saved us. So, you know what I mean? So we need to replace that with an explosive. You get an explosive receiver on this team, my friggin' God. I mean, it's going to change everything. Everything.
I mean, it's early, a lot of things could happen. Remember the Darby trade in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I think it's early. I don't know. I heard maybe some people saying that maybe, I don't know where you can. I mean, maybe Deshaun Jackson can get caught. Maybe he can come back, or he's also old. 33, 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do think we need that deep threat. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Mac Hollins. He can run, but I don't think he's like a consistent deep threat.
AJ to Eagles. He wants out of Cincinnati. It wouldn't be AJ Green. Wouldn't be bad either. I wouldn't mind AJ Green on the Eagles at all. How old is AJ Green anyway?
AJ Green is a beast. I think with a good quarterback, he's a top 10 receiver in the league.
How old is he anyway?
How old is he? Let me check.
I don't know how old he is.
He's 29.
He's 29. Okay.
Yeah.
But he can still play.
Yeah, he can play. He can play.
Like someone said, CD Nation just said it, and Martavius Bryant would be perfect because he's only going to be $750,000 against the cap. That's it. That's all he's going to be worth.
Yeah, he's
fucking nothing.
He's rookie. contract. I think this is last year of his rookie contract.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would be perfect for us, especially now that we are like we don't have money.
No,
But,
we have assets. That's the thing. We
yeah,
have assets. We have assets like Vinny Kerr. We have assets like
yeah,
Ronald Darby. You know what I mean? So
yeah, definitely. A trade, yeah, like player for player. I think it's maybe more possible than signing someone.
and I can see, Nat Ruck, you're talking about the injury to Ronald Darby and how it probably could have affected him in some way. I don't. I mean, Jalen Mills. I can't see anyone else getting traded right now. I mean, Jalen Mills. Jim Schwartz loves Jalen Mills. I like Jalen Mills a lot. I think I think he was more consistent than Darby. So I mean, I don't know what you put into the whole, kind of, I guess, kind of debating both of them, against each other in some way. But Jalen Mills is probably one of my favorites just because he might fuck up on a play, but at the same time, he does not keep his head down. He keeps his head up, and he fights all game. Darby is weird because he was giving a lot of cushion. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it was at the play call. I mean, I don't know because he was giving receivers too much cushion a lot.
I think they were coached that way because of his speed.
That his speed can make up for it.
Yeah, they were being set up like.
Well, you know what though? Like that. But what though? The Redskins game, even the Redskins game before he got hurt, he was getting burned that fucking game. He was getting burned before he fucking got hurt down the field.
Personally, I would need to see him play a full season before I really compared him to the guys that did.
Yeah, me too. I think Darby and Mills, like you want to compare them, maybe Darby has a little more technique and you also speed, but I think
contract, I get that it might be hard to get that opportunity.
Right.
I do think Mills. I mean, I don't know. Mills, just watching him play, he shows you. He always shows like a character playing with all the intangibles. I think he has all the intangibles to apart from the ability of the technique, he has all the intangibles, and I think that maybe cover ups maybe for his speeds or yeah, like good. I think he's. I don't know, but for me, I think he's one of the better tackling defensive back in the league.
I mean, I don't know. Even Ronald Darby, man, like I just feel like he's only fast if he runs in a straight line. Like I think he's only fast if he runs in a straight line, literally, like in a straight fucking line. Like other than that, I don't know. Like he got like receivers were turning him around. I mean, he was late he got turned around. I mean, he couldn't even catch up with receivers. I mean, and on top of everything else, he doesn't have any size, and that sucks about him. He's really small. He's too damn small. I mean, Gronk, even Gronk, man, I'm like, oh god, he's on Gronk. I mean, I was just watching.
Yeah, that was
bad matchup.
I told you. I think that was because Mills, I think, break his thumb in the Super Bowl, and he was on Gronk first, but then because of Mills hurt his finger, they put Darby, I think, on Gronk.
Do you guys want Patrick Robinson back bad enough that you think that we should fight what other teams might offer him?
Not for a lot of money, no. 31 years old, no. I mean, let me tell you something. Patrick Robinson, for where he came from till now, see, the thing is with Patrick Robinson, when he plays, when you get drafted in the early first round as a corner, especially a top 10 pick, you're playing outside. You don't draft a corner in a top 10 to go play, nickel. You know what I mean? Yeah. You go on the outside. So Patrick played outside for the Saints. Played, I think, moved him from outside to inside when he was on the Chargers, and then played back to inside when he was on the Colts. So he actually played better when he was playing in the slot, at the nickel spot. So we'll see what happens, but I mean, he really flourished this year, but a lot of it was, the pass rush was very good this year. So, but he did work. He's got quick feet. He could stay with a lot of guys. So, I really did want him back. I really wanted Nigel Bradham back more than Patrick Robinson back because because Nigel Bradham's just a beast, and wherever he goes, I give praise. I think the Bills are trying to get him back right now where he came from. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But Patrick Robinson, I hope they're trying to get him back in some way. There's something special that's really it's building, and it started beginning of last year, winning the Super Bowl, and now our roster is only going to get better. We might have to lose a guy or two in the process. We might have to lose a Nigel Brown. We might have to lose a Trey Burton. But when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, Howie's going to make the moves, the plug-in moves, the guys that we have. We can't just go and, there's those little free agent signings that we could do like a 2-3 weeks after free agency where, he'll get some depth signings that work here and there. He'll sign some guys and, it'll work out. But the draft is where it's at. They met with a shit ton of, I believe we're going to go after tight end, linebacker, and offensive line for the draft, period. But the draft is a whole different story. We're just, this is just free agency we're talking about here. But we'll talk about the draft sooner or later. But we'll see.
Maybe I think a good deal for Robinson maybe could be like 3 years, $15-16 million. Give him guaranteed the first 2 years, and maybe you can like after the 2 years, you can maybe like. If you want to terminate the contract, maybe like because you cheap, something like that,
right?
Like $5 or $6 million a year. I think that's like at that price. I think I would love to have him back.
Right.
I don't want like $8 million or more. I think that's too expensive.
Like set up the contract for Patrick Robinson where you're not going to lose a lot of money after like a year or two. You know what I mean? Yeah. If something, but I think I think he's going to play even better, even with this pass rush. I mean, even better pass rush. So
I do too. That's the thing is, I think he's going to play better the next year or two, but I don't know about after that.
Like after we sign Carson Wentz to a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, this is the window we have. So we got 2 years to at least get another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, yeah. I mean, of the move that the Eagles are making right now is, taking advantage of the Wentz deal and bringing everything they can get to make the team better,
Oh yeah, no. I mean, anything they could possibly do, but there's gonna be a lot of competition at that corner spot this year. It's gonna be a lot. I can't wait till OTAs. I can't wait. So we'll see what happens at that time. But honestly, it's gonna get crazy, and and there's a lot of guys, especially preseason is going to be nice to watch too. Going to have a lot of guys are going to be watching between Sidney Jones, and seeing what Darryl Worley can do, and seeing all the Darryl Worley's another guy. He's been a starter. I mean, he's got the starting experience. He ain't new to this. Different system now. Because a little bit of a different system now. But I think some of these guys could fit in. But I haven't heard anything about P-Rob yet, because what happened was they were trying to do something before the tampering period started yesterday at 12 o'clock. So I don't know what happened. I haven't heard any news since. So I hope maybe they could work something out.
Yeah, but I do think he will come back because all the noise, and I don't know, maybe the reports are saying that. Like maybe I think like 90% he will come back.
Right.
But yeah, I mean the cornerbacks is one of the most difficult positions to play in the NFL, and if you have talent there, I mean that's good value.
Yeah, and it will show. It will show during camp. We will see who's going to be in there. We'll see. I can't wait till they put the starters out there, at least for the first preseason game, and see who they have out there and see what they could do. So there's going to be a lot of Jim Sport's going to have some toys to play with now. He's going to have a lot of guys in the secondary, which he's going to switch in, switch out. He's going to see what's the good combo group that they have at certain positions, because we could be moving a corner to safety. There's a whole bunch of things that are happening that can go on. So a lot could happen, so we'll see. by that time.
News that I'm just reading say here that if the Raiders get Jordy Nelson, expectation is Crabtree gets released.
Okay. So Michael Crabtree can maybe be an option.
Yeah, maybe, but
Well,
he's not a deep threat. But
he's not a deep threat, but he's fucking old too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's old. So I want somebody at least in their mid-20s. I mean, we just need someone explosive, hands down, just somebody explosive. I mean, if it has to be a 1-year rental, it has to be a 1-year rental. Whatever it is. I'm not expecting to pay big money for anybody, but I think with the assets that we could put into a trade as a package, I think we can actually do something. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be, I don't know. Something is stirring in the pot right now. I got a feeling. I really do. And we're not done. We're not done yet. We still got tomorrow, and we got all week.
Was anybody else disappointed when we found out we weren't getting Jimmy Graham?
No, I don't want Jimmy
No,
Graham.
not really. I don't think he.
What are we going to do at tight end? We just lost both of them.
I mean, right now, I mean, there's always the possibility that Selleck can come back, but I don't think it will happen. But I think, I mean, still a possibility that he come back like from a minimum to a minimum deal. I mean, and I don't know. I've heard good things about Billy Brown, especially as a catcher. I don't know. Maybe he can take that Trey Burton spot. I mean, Trey Burton also was undrafted. I mean, nobody knew about him after since last season that he played. He made some good catches last season, and then this season that he really stepped up. But I mean, Trey Burton was, I mean, he was like a gadget player in Florida, and when he came to NFL, didn't have like a a position, and I think maybe Billy Brown can do that too. Hi, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
I can hear you.
We good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. I don't know what happened. It just cut out for a second. This Google Hangout sucks. It does. It really sucks.
I mean, technology.
It's not good. So when I was on Bitterbirds last night, we're using this other thing called Zoom video or something like that. We're using something different that I never heard of, and it actually is, the quality is amazing, and the connectivity is great on it, and it's really smooth and fluid. Sorry guys, didn't mean that.
No problem. I don't know
what the fuck. I mean, it's still snowing out too, so I don't know if maybe it's that. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
So I was talking that there's a possibility that Selleck could come back. I don't know. Billy, I know that the coaches have like big expectations on Billy Brown on making that jump. Somewhat of like what Trey Burton did like last 2 seasons.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, I want to watch him in preseason, you know?
You know what's crazy about Billy Brown? Billy Brown is actually I think he played a whole different position in college. They converted him to tight end. Receiver, right. So, I mean, he had a good preseason last year. I mean, he did.
Block?
I don't think he can block.
I don't think he could. No.
We need a blocker if we can't.
That's what we need. We need a blocking tight end. But
yeah, because that's really important when a lineman goes down and another one needs to come in and adjust. We need that extra. That's why I don't get why he must have not wanted to restructure or something. which kind of, I guess if he was being butt-headed about it too, but I didn't want to let him go.
Right. Let's see. What's the status of Blunt right now? Don't know.
No, I haven't heard anything about Blunt and Sproles.
Haven't heard anything. I'm surprised. Especially Blunt. I haven't heard a damn thing, so I have no idea. I mean, I think they could bring Sproles back to be on special teams and stuff, but I mean, for one more year, I mean, what is he gonna want? He's not gonna want a big contract. What is he gonna want? Really, for his last year to fucking retire? What is he gonna want? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but remember that also last season Blunt didn't sign with us until late.
Right. Well, that's because the Patriots and Blunt were in talks, and they wanted him back, but for a cheaper deal, and he didn't want less money. So we gave him what, $2 million more. I don't know what it was, 2.8 million.
2.8 million, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, a lot goes into that, but what I mean? I'm not looking for, I don't think we're going to do anything to the running back position. I think either we bring the guys back or we go with, Ajayi and, maybe draft a guy, maybe get somebody in the draft to see how they are. Other than that, I think we keep Ajayi and Clement and see how it goes. I mean, I'm going to miss Blunt. I'm hoping we at least get him back for at least one more year. Just way we can have, I love the three running backs. I love what they do, and it's great.
I mean, there's still a possibility that we could draft a running back, but I don't know. Having only like one pick in the first three rounds, I think limit that possibility because I don't think we're gonna pick like a running back in the first round.
No.
So yeah. I don't know how if you can get someone like in the 4th round, 5th round, he's a steal. I mean that would help. Yeah.
Running back is another one of those positions. I think it's how they feel about Clement. Do they see him as a starter anytime, or is he always just a second?
I don't know if he's going to be that bruiser back. I don't know if he's going to be that guy. I think he's that good complementer back, like the Devontae Freeman with the Tavon Coleman, like stuff like a complimentary back like that. Even though I'm totally in it for Clement because oh my god, I mean he can catch. I mean his whole pet peeve coming out of college was pretty much he couldn't catch out of the backfield, couldn't do anything. But I mean he's been doing plenty of that and making some moves. I mean. Even against, I think it was the Vikings. I'm not sure. I think it was the Vikings game where he caught it. I caught a dump pass. Did a little spin move. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, he's got so much. Oh my god. I mean, luckily he's dirt cheap right now, which is great. You know what I mean? So it's he's undrafted. So I mean, it's the cheapest deal he probably has with the team. But J.J. is the big question mark next year. So, I'm glad where we are right now. I think, by next year with the cap situation, I think we'll be all right. I think by next offseason, the cap will be where it's supposed to be at and we'll be in normal mode. This way, every year we don't have to go through this. I think Howie Roseman went through a rebuilding year, but at the same time, he was in a win now mode for this team. And we made the most moves and we spent the most money. So that's where all that comes into. And, we'll see. By the way, everybody in the chat, if anyone wants to get in here, I'm going to send the link. If you can't join through the link, oh shit, let me do that. If you can't join through the link, just let me know. Just send me your email and I'll add you onto Google Hangouts and then I'll send you a private message on there, whatnot. But man, the only thing that's really annoying me right now is this deep threat position right now. It really is. It's really annoying me right now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it did change completely the offense this year, having that guy that spans the field. So yeah.
Do you think that's what they use Foles for? Maybe
what?
To get a wide receiver that maybe isn't one that's not even on the market, like a trade.
They could, but they need to. But we need something. We need to be compensated too. If we give them somebody good and they give us someone good, we need to either switch picks or I don't know. It's got to be got to be something good. But honestly, for right now, I don't even think. I don't even think. I don't think anyone's even going any. I don't think Nick Foles is going anywhere as of right now. I don't think so, unless they're blown away. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't either. I think they have the same mindset that a lot of fans do. We need to know where Wentz is first, and if you have to start with the backup, you want your MVP, Super Bowl MVP backup.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I think that all the teams that were in play for trading for Foles, I mean, they already signed quarterbacks, and I also think Buffalo is trying to trade up to the top 5.
Right. So there's nowhere for Nick Foles to really go.
No.
At all, unless someone gets hurt during the season.
Yeah,
then I think there'd be some value
trade.
there.
Like the Bradford trade, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like Bradford probably won't even last in Arizona. I highly doubt it. Anyway,
but I also think they would. Like, I also think Jets, like the Jets, and maybe also the Cardinals will draft a quarterback, even though they signed 2.
Oh my God, Sam Bradford has made over $134 million from all his fucking trade, all his signings.
Yeah,
he's made the most money, guaranteed 90% money.
Of it goes to hospital bills.
Oh man, trip to the hospital, man. He's got to tip all the people. He's got the TV and the fucking all the food and get everything sent to the room.
Steps on the field. Oh, torn ACL.
Dude, staying in a hospital is not cheap, bro. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. I don't know his agent. I mean, his agent is, I don't know what we could call him, but I mean, he said he every time he gets a deal, every time.
Yeah, I mean, he's making crazy money, but this is why I literally was just like, hey, you know what? Like, facing Bradford's not hard because he's not mobile. I mean, I can't. Some people I talk to like non-mobile quarterbacks. I hate it. I mean, in my opinion, I fucking hate it.
I think when he was playing in the beginning of the year, though, he's accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I think he last season he had like the best percentage, like completed percentage in a season. Like he was a record season for him. I think it was like 70%. But yeah, he's injury prone, and if you don't have like a great offensive line, I mean, I don't think you got a chance with him.
No, not at all. And that Viking and him starting on the Vikings, especially when they went 5-0 and then came to our house, and that's what happened. That's what really happened. They had what? They had Clemmings. They had Clemmings, and they had Jake Long, and oh my God, that was
I think horrible. I think we won even that went through 2 picks, but I think we make, I don't know, Bradford had 2 fumbles, something like that. Yeah, I don't remember really.
Right.
Something like that. But I do think now by the Vikings with Cousins, I do think they are like the biggest challenge to the Eagles next season. Maybe the Rams too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, I don't know about the Saints. I think they're good, but I mean, the NFC South, with those 3 teams, Panthers, Falcons, and Saints.
Even look at the Rams, right? Like they got some players, but they gave some players up too. Like they lost Quinn, they lost Ogletree.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like it's you know what I mean. So they pretty much got rid of Tremaine Johnson, brought Marcus Peters.
Yeah, but I mean, I do think cornerback is more important. That like I do prefer like a good cornerback that I prefer a great cornerback than a good linebacker. I do think cornerback is like, I don't know. Maybe it's me only, but I do think a cornerback changes the defense more than a linebacker.
Right.
Except it is something like Ray Lewis or something, or a super special talent that But I do give more value to the cornerback than a linebacker. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, you never know what could happen. But I do think on paper, the Rams, I do think they are better. They lost Watkins, but I mean, with Wood and Cooper Cup, I mean, I think they're good. They
Right.
do not have a tight end, but I mean, I don't know. But that's why I also think the Vikings is like the biggest challenge right now to the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Rams are a little weak at linebacker, and I think Nelson Aguilar should have a big day in that
Yeah,
game as well because the slot corner is not good at all. Neck corner is not good at all. So I think that's when we get to that point, we'll figure it out. But it'll be a task. But it'll be a task for them too. So it can
no,
go either way. They got a lot more to
for-
deal with us. You know what? And we'll have Carson Wentz back.
yeah, but
So
for starters is I mean, most important thing is take care of your division first of all, and then
mhm.
you go for that you go and try to win every game. But if I don't think the Giants have had a great off season. I mean, they lost they lost their best offensive lineman. They signed Jones, the Panthers running back. I mean, we destroyed him last year. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think. I mean, I don't know what are they gonna do with the number two pick, but I mean, I don't know. I know they are getting they're getting Odell back and they're getting the other pieces back, but I mean, with Eli and our D line,
Well,
no way they can beat us.
that's if Odell doesn't OD snorting coke before the season starts.
Yeah, yeah,
um, let's see here. Yeah, no, the Giants picked up Jonathan Stewart, which he's fucking washed up, and
yeah.
he Jonathan Stewart is nothing anymore. I don't know why. I think they were just desperate to get a running back, so I don't know. I don't know why they signed him. I don't know why they did. I don't know if now I don't know if they're going to get Saquon Barkley. I have no idea. It is what it is. They get him. They get him. I think he's
Yeah.
going to be a good player. I think he'll be a good player, but I don't know why Jonathan Stewart's in the damn mix. I don't know what the deal was, with that. So I have no idea what's going on with that.
I mean, and also the Cowboys haven't make any haven't the Cowboys are just they are like sleeping because and I think the Redskins only signed Paul Richardson. That I do think he's an upgrade for Pryor, for example. But I don't know
Right,
if that's enough for to. I mean, I don't think that's enough to. We're still by far the best team in the division.
right.
But I mean, divisional games are hard, and that doesn't mean we could lose one. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Cowboys ain't doing shit, so you don't
yeah,
gotta worry about them.
Dude, I don't know how they could do anything because they just tagged DeMarcus Lawrence. So
or
I don't. So now he's
yeah,
making
and they
17
also
million.
they
I
have to,
guess maybe they're trying to do what they can, but just can't. It just doesn't seem like.
and they also have to give Zach Martin. I think they have to give Zach Martin a new contract, and he's like considered the best guard in the league.
And they're planning on paying him too.
Yeah, yeah, and just seeing what Andrew Norwell got, I mean, at least he's gonna get the same or more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I think for in the having in the NECs when I think is since 2003 2004 that the Eagles repeat the to win the division. I think this is the Eagles have a really good chance of repeating as division champs.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. Even the Redskins too. What do they have on defense right now? Absolutely nothing. But Sean Breland just signed
Yes,
with the
yeah.
fucking Panthers. They got no corners. Kendall Fuller,
Fuller left.
whatever. Yep,
left.
he left.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they only have Josh Norman. That I mean, I think he's a good corner, but I mean, he also have like injury problems. But yeah, they don't have. I mean, I don't know why, but I think the Redskins, even though we also have like pretty good, last year we have like many players injured, but I know they I think they are worse. I mean, the whole defensive line got injured, the whole defensive offensive line got injured. I mean, I don't know what's happening there.
yeah, it was a really bad year. It was a really bad year. So yeah, I see us running this shit for a while.
Yeah.
So
So
I have no problem with that. But tomorrow's a big day. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but they better do something right now because I don't know. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing coming out. I don't see any reports on anything. Not for any. I don't know. Receive. I mean, you need a deep threat on this damn team. It's just.
yeah, I know that you are I don't know that's like your biggest need right now is like the biggest need of this team right now is a deep threat.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I do think something will come, but because I don't know if, uh, but what I know or what I heard that in this draft the wide receiver position isn't that isn't that good, or
No.
maybe there's not that deep. It's not that deep. So yeah, maybe you have if you want to get something, you have to get it by trade or free agency. But free agency. I mean, every wide receiver just left. If only case is someone pulls a Frank Gore, and you know, come here to the Eagles. Because
Yeah.
there is nothing officially after the sign.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't see it happening in the free agency. I do see it happening more in like a trade, maybe Darby or maybe Winnie Curry. But I don't know. The thing with Winnie Curry is I don't know if I think wanna take that that money, because I think he's way too overpaid.
Yeah. No, we're not going to be paying him after next year. It's not going to happen.
No,
Not at all,
yeah,
unless someone turns out to be like a shutdown, then I could see them trying to pay somebody, but there's no one even close to that. There's no one even close to that level, not even yet. So consistency wise, that's where it all comes down to is consistency, and no one really has consistency. No one's perfect in this league, but at the same time, like you know when someone gets beat, when a player is not doing good on the field, and play other the pressure of the defensive line has to happen, to get wins and games. But honestly, they didn't play bad. I mean, you're not going to get everything in 1 year. You're not going to get everything in 2 years. It takes a little bit of time, but we're very, very close, and
yeah.
we're very close to having
Um,
a perfect team soon.
no, yeah, you are close, but I would also say, and I'm not trying to be negative, but last year all the free agent signings that we made like were a hit. Sometimes maybe a free agency. I mean, won't be that good. I mean, especially like last year, because every free agency sign we made were I think were a good signing. But I mean, signing can be good.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people were making a big deal out of the 1 year deals, but the Eagles have all the control with these 1 year deals. No one's stuck to anybody. You're not overpaying somebody. Everyone's proving their worth.
Yeah,
So there's really there's no reason that the Eagles have no control, because they have as much control as possible when it's on those 1 year deals. So we ended up extending Alshon Jeffrey, Timmy Jernigan, which were the two guys I wanted to two guys I wanted extended. So it's a good thing that they're extended and that's all done with. But
Yeah, but
now,
I know.
what's up?
But having, I do think it's gonna be hard to have Bradham back after what Anthony Hitchens got with the Chiefs. He got like $9 million a year. I
Yeah,
mean, Anthony Hitchens got $9 million a year. I mean, Braham. I think Braham is way better than him. So
right.
yeah, I think it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, no, Brown's not coming back. That's just it. Well, we're gonna be without Nigel
I heard
Bradham.
rumors that the 49ers want him. I mean, and I think that's like a good place to go because I think he's a team that you know has a potential to be a great team. So yeah, I mean, I don't think he's coming. I mean, I do think that's a position we have to to get a young player, a good young player, maybe in the draft or maybe in a trade. But we do need like a good linebackers.
Yeah, linebacker's not bad in the draft, so we'll be all
Yeah,
right. I think we'll draft the right guy, hopefully. So I have no problem with what we'll be drafting. I think they'll know what they know what they're doing. So um, we'll see by then.
yeah, yeah. I mean, still early.
Yeah, it's very early.
So yeah.
Um, so
I
yeah,
mean,
we'll see.
after the free agency season and when everybody got signed, I mean, you you, you know, I know a trade could happen, but I do think. I mean, I know a trade that could happen, but I mean, I don't know what the Eagles would do with the draft, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe a linebacker, maybe an offensive tackle, because I do, the offensive tackle, the offensive line is also, a position that you always have depth. You need to have depth because that's a position that most always guy gets injured. That
Hmm.
always the lines is where more contact happen, and they are more, you know, they have more chances to get injured. So yeah, you have to have the depth there.
Let's see here. Um, all right. Yeah, a lot of guys are even. Yeah, it's going to come down to a big trade. That's what it's going
Yeah,
to come down to. I just don't know what's going to happen. We're not going to know a damn thing, and this is going to come like, oh boy. Now I'm like nervous. I'm excited. I'm like, I hope they don't. I have a lot of faith in Howie, so I don't think he'll make a bad move. I think he thinks how all of us think, and it's weird, but it's I think
yeah,
you know what I mean. So we'll see, but there's something's gonna happen. Something is cooking right now. I know it. I just it's in the Nat Ruck. Do you think something's cooking right now?
Yeah,
Something's got to be cooking right now.
I don't know what, but yeah.
Fuck, man, I
yeah,
like
definitely. I mean,
love
I
it.
do remember last season when we all knew that we needed a cornerback, and I mean, and we get Darby. I mean, I
Mm,
know he got injured, and Patrick Robinson was a hit. Mills plays better. Mills played way better than last year. When Douglas came in, I think he did great. He did okay. So yeah, the team knows what are the needs and knows where they have to get better.
got to trade for somebody here. I mean, everyone's gone. I mean, John Brown's gone. Taylor Gabriel's fucking gone. Everyone's gone.
The only one I think is Tavon Austin,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I don't know about him. I mean, I do think his best position is the slot, like Aguilar, and I don't see Aguilar. They changing Aguilar like in the slot. I mean, you can change him like maybe for some plays, but I do think he will stay like most of the time in the slot. So
Mm.
I don't know about Tavon Austin. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't think that'd be the best choice for the Eagles, to be honest. I mean, I know he's got the speed, but I don't think he'd be that. If he was that guy, they would have at least had interest, or maybe we would have heard something by now.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe because even
and
with the Michael Bennett trade, we didn't hear a damn thing either. So
yeah, and also I mean last year the Rams have like the best offense in the NFL, and he didn't do anything. So I mean, it's not like he was like in the Jeff Fisher, you know, debacle or however you want to call it. I mean, he was in a good offense, and he was like he was lost. I mean,
right.
so I mean, some maybe you can like the beginning of his career you can blame it on Jeff Fisher, but I mean I don't know why last season he didn't do anything. I don't know. It was maybe he didn't play. They didn't give him so many snaps. But I mean, I don't know.
Oh man, I don't
But
know,
yeah,
man.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Why receiver is a position that I mean, I I, I
Wide
know you're worried, but I mean,
wide
I don't
receiver
think
makes the most
with
sense.
Wentz, I mean, he can make a average receiver a good receiver.
Right. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to have to look at every single team and kind of go by what the needs are, and then just make a phone call and see what happens. I mean, I still think they should go after Martavius Bryant. I still think they should at least make a phone call and see what they want.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think
Mm.
that's like the our best chance. Even though because the I do think in the Steelers has with Juju Smith-Schuster that he had a really good rookie season, and
Right.
Antonio Brown. I mean, they also have another young wide receiver. I don't know remember his name, but yeah, I do think he feels like maybe he doesn't get the time play he wants. So yeah, here in Philly he will get that definitely.
No, it's been back and forth with Martavius Bryant. Last year they were going to trade him, and they said no, we're not going to trade him. And then earlier this year they said okay, we're gonna. Earlier in the offseason they said hey, we'll give a fourth. We want a fourth or a fifth round pick. And then they said well, I don't think we're going to trade him. So I don't know. I think they're on and off with him, but at the same time I think they're looking for a good deal. And if you have the assets like we have, I think we have assets in Darby and with Vinny Curry that could definitely help them out. Definitely. So we'll see, but I mean, who knows? There could be a deal already done right now. We don't know. I mean, dude, who knows? As of right now, who knows? But it's gonna be a big thing that happens. Something, and if so, I'll be very surprised if nothing happens. I'll be very, very surprised. Um, right
What if
now,
Yeah.
since the Chiefs got Watkins, we could go in and get Tyreek Hill?
no, it ain't gonna happen.
No, I don't think that's happening.
No.
I don't either.
Yeah, fuck
But
yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's like a dream.
but I mean, I do think that the Chiefs. I mean, I don't know how. I do think that Mahomes is like a good quarterback. I know he's young, but I mean, with that signing, their offense with Hunt and Kelsey and Hill and Watkins. I mean, they have a really good offense,
Yeah, and we'll see
really
what
good
happens.
weapons.
We'll see what happens. All up to fucking Mahomes to get it going. If he doesn't,
They
then
make it. They make it to the playoff just to lose another time.
yeah, I don't think they're gonna make it through the
And the
playoffs.
read.
I don't think so, unless they have a 13-3 record, or I mean, what I don't know. I mean, who knows? But we'll see. But they got Cody Latimer's another guy too from the Denver
Yeah,
Broncos as
I, I,
well.
I, I mean, he's like a big receiver. He's not like a deep threat, but I mean, I think he can be a good piece here.
I think anyone's really better than Torrey Smith. To be honest with you, I
Yeah.
think a lot of these guys are better than Torrey Smith. At least they're a lot younger and they can at least do something. So
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, every wide receiver, got signed. Moncrief, I think he is going to the Jaguars. Albert Wilson, I don't know where he's going, but I think he's the Jets. Ryan Grant going to the Ravens.
mhm.
I just couldn't believe how much they pay him, but okay, that's okay.
That's what
So
we
yeah,
do.
but yeah, I mean, there's or the only way to get one is making a move, and yeah, I do think the best one, like right there, the best one to make a move is Martavis Bryant, because he's in last last year of his rookie deal, and they there were some rumors about him wanting him out of the Steelers. So yeah, what a better team to come than the Eagles.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see if we can make the trade. Who knows? It might not be him. It could be someone so random that we don't even know
Yeah,
that we would even think we'd get. So we'll see what happens with that. But they have to get somebody with explosiveness, speed, someone that can stretch the defense out very well, and see what they could do over there with that. But if we got the assets to do it, they just got to make the move, and it should be a busy. Hopefully a little bit of a busy day tomorrow. I'm hoping. I mean, I'd be surprised if no move is made tomorrow. I'd highly doubt it, but I'd be surprised if nothing was done tomorrow. They'll find
yeah,
ways to
yeah,
get
yeah.
people off the veterans tag.
I do too. I do too. I mean, I don't know if it will be a trade. I don't think maybe this Eagles would can sign. I don't think maybe tomorrow the Patrick Robinson signing gets done. But yeah, I thought I do. Maybe they could sign like a good, backup tight end, something. I don't know, maybe a veteran, something like that could take select place.
Yeah, they'll
But
get somebody. They'll sign someone for cheap
yeah,
that could be
yeah,
productive. Especially with a good offense and a good quarterback throwing them the ball. What about? Let's see. Goodfellas said. What about Michael Thomas from the Saints?
no, I don't think we could get him. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
They're trying
I
to.
mean, he's the first receiver in the Saints. He's the number one receiver in the Saints. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know. I think that would be. I mean, I would love him to be to if we could get him, but I think the price will be too high.
who knows?
Yeah, but who knows?
Yeah, like the good fellow said, like a wide receiver like Stephon Diggs would be perfect, like absolutely perfect. Like with the explosiveness, like a guy like the Stephon Diggs brings to a team is a receiver that I want. Ted Ginn Jr. is a good one too. Yeah, Kavai. Ted Ginn Jr. is a good, is pretty damn good too. He's got speed. He's got size.
Yeah, I mean he's a good. I mean he's old also, but I mean he do got he's one of the fastest speed receivers in the game, and he also can return punts.
Right. Fuck, man. They need to. Who else we
But
got
yeah,
here? Get trade Foles first rounder and picks. We need to trade back to get a second and third. Oh man, there's so much that they can
I
do.
I I I don't think that's an option. I mean I don't think maybe because the 5 year in the first round you have the 5 year option, so that's an advantage if you pick in the first round. So there's always a possibility that we could like trade maybe to for a second pick, some trade the 32 pick for like a 45, and then another pick in the third round.
Nah,
something like that.
good fellow. Keenan Allen's I think outside receiver.
Yeah,
He's fucking good too.
yeah. He was one of the. I think he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't. I don't know. He was. I think he was a second All Pro this year or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he burned us on like a 70-something yard touchdown
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
he did. I mean, he also killed the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just need somebody. We need to bring somebody that's at least going to stretch out the defense and be productive. That's it. I mean, Torrey Smith with 400 yards, it's not good enough.
No, no, no. We do need like and we do need someone who can can get a better production.
Right.
I mean, Torrey Smith. If Torrey Smith wouldn't have so many drops, his number would be way better. I mean,
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
so yeah,
Kavai says Djax trade. No,
yeah.
no, please no. Well, good fellow, that's what I'm talking about. I think we should be able to upgrade. I think we can upgrade pretty easily. I think they just have to make the right move. I mean, we don't know what's going on right now. I mean, this is why this is just this is it drives me fucking insane every year. I mean, we shouldn't even be talking about receiver right now. This is like the last fucking position we should even be talking about because we were supposed to get this shit fucking done, last year. But Torrey Smith was just kind of like a secure blanket, signing. See what he could do, see what he can't do, and just see how it goes. Ernest Green Jr. says Amari Cooper.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, look. Let me tell you, John Gruden's. I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. But I'm telling you, even with Amari Cooper, I mean, I saw that too, here and there. Cordell Patterson's another one. Mike P said Cordell Patterson. There's a whole bunch, man, that they can go out and dude. It's not going to take much. I mean, we got the assets. It's not going to take much. Really not. Cordell Patterson, you got Amari Cooper. I don't know what happened to Amari Cooper. I mean, he's not
I
horrible.
mean, no, I mean, he had a great last season. I mean, for the Raiders was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Even for Derek Carr wasn't that good. His receiver weren't that good. So I mean, they I don't know. Maybe with John Gruden now would change, but the Raiders all had a that down year after the season they have 2 years ago before Carr went down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I know people here in the chat are saying, low wide receivers. I do think if you wanna get a wide receiver, you're gonna get it like in the last year on their contracts. I mean, I don't think the Eagles would trade for a receiver that have maybe three years. If he's still in his rookie deal, I think they would do it. But if he's a wide receiver that has like a big contract, I don't think they would do it.
No.
I mean, T.Y. Hilton, I think he's one of the best. He's a great receiver. Especially, he always finishes in the top 10 in receiving yards. But I don't know. I don't know if we could get him, especially. I mean, right now that Andrew Luck is coming back.
So
But
the Cowboys are having interest in a top wide receiver. The Cowboys want to sign another receiver or different receiver, which isn't a good sign for Dez Bryant right now.
yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe he. But I don't know. The Cowboys are fucked because they don't save nothing. Is Des Bryant is they cut Des Bryant, so that's why they. I don't know. I don't know if they can. I mean, I don't know if they have the money. Uh, but I mean, I don't know what receiver they will get right now. I do know that the one of the Cowboys receiver that was in the Cowboys last season is a free agent. The other, I don't know what's his name.
Who?
One of the Cowboys receivers is a free agent, but I don't remember his name.
Bryce Butler.
Yeah, it's him, Bryce Butler. So yeah, I mean, they do need help there. I mean, and also a tight end, they do need help because I mean, Whedon is a good tight end, but I mean, he just can't run right now. I mean, he's too old. So yeah, they don't have any good tight end. Uh, yeah, their offense really regressed from 2 years ago.
Trying to look.
Jordan, what are your thoughts of signing Jordan Matthews back to the? I mean, he's not a deep threat, but I mean, I don't
No,
know.
Not after he complained.
Yeah,
Maybe if he
I
wouldn't
know
have
he complained about
complained.
the medical stuff.
nah, he's got a case of the injuries, and on top of everything else, he's never playing outside. If he is, he's playing slot, but he's not. You already see what Nelson Aguilar could do. I mean, he's
Yeah,
really fast, and he's got all the mechanics to it. What a slot receiver should have, and Matthews is not even close to that. And
Yeah.
I don't want him back. That's the
He's not
past, bro.
he's not
Done.
better, and he doesn't bring anything new.
yeah. I mean,
No.
he had a good rookie season, but I mean, after that, I mean, he was after that. I mean, he was like the best receiver in the team, but I mean, the team didn't have good receivers, so I mean, that's why he was getting all the numbers.
He had a good rookie season, yeah, because we still had Jeremy Mackin, we had McCoy in the back. I mean, we still had guys. We had a lot of
Yeah,
weapons around too. You know what I mean? He was very successful, with that offense because we had, and then with the time we had no weapons, that Nelson Aguilar couldn't catch a ball, and then Darrell Green Beckham couldn't do a fucking thing. So, it just looked horrible, and so it was just really bad. So,
yeah. I mean, he also have he also have like you said, injury problems. I mean, and he's also coming back from an injury. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know he's good, really a great friend with Wentz, but I don't think that plays, to the Eagles front office.
right.
So yeah, I mean, wide receiver, it's a position. I know, I mean, it's a position that I don't know. I don't think something will happen there, but yeah, we don't need right now. We don't need we do need some more weapons in the offense, especially after Burton is gone, and I know Torrey Smith wasn't like that big of a weapon, but I mean he still was a deep threat.
Yeah, I'm not worried about getting a backup. I'm not worried about getting someone in the tight end spot. They'll clear that up. I'm not really worried about that. They'll get the right guy because Doug Pearson's really into the tight ends a lot. He really thinks he values the tight end position so much. I think he'll bring the right guy. I'm not even worried about tight end position right now at all. I just want to. I just want to get this get a guy that could be explosive on this offense and get this going. So we'll see what happens, but we need someone. I think we'll be set once we get someone, and then once we get someone explosive, as a deep threat, then we'll figure out, the running back spot if they're going to at least bring one guy back. I don't know, whatever happens with that is what happened. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see what you think about Curse from the Jets. Yeah, he's on the Jets, not the Seahawks. Curse is a good receiver too. But
He was good this season. I don't know if he's a free agent or no. I don't think.
No, you'd have to trade for him. I think he
Yeah.
just, yeah.
I don't know if the Eagles would trade for him. Maybe they would try to get a better, a better wide receiver. I mean, maybe for the same price. I don't know.
No, you'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised what. Let's see here. Yeah, Jermaine Curse had 810 yards this year, 5 touchdowns. Good year,
Yeah.
very good year.
I mean, he was the best receiver on that team. Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson was a good receiver for them too. He was their deep
Yeah.
threat, and
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
well, but he ended up getting in fucking trouble and shit. So I don't know what the hell's going on with him coming back to the Jets and shit. He ended up getting arrested. He had like 3, I don't know, he had 3 charges against him for some stupid shit, possession, I think, and something else. Forgot what he did.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Julio Jones would be nice.
I mean,
God, imagine. Oh my God.
That'd be legit,
That would be like,
especially with Wentz throwing to him.
yeah, we're automatically like to the fucking NFC Championship game if that happens. That bull's like, oh my God, just stop. Yeah, we really do have to stop.
Has anything made you nervous yet?
As what? Like,
as making it as far?
Like for this coming year?
Yeah.
No, I'm actually pretty confident this year. I actually am really confident. I think we're gonna make some really good moves, and we're not that far off, man. I mean, it's really a few spots, and we're back in it. We just got to get, a few. We just need to do a little bit of a few, these little depth signings, and we just have, how I will work the depth signings after free agency, like, in the coming weeks, and then and then we'll see what happens after that. So, I think we'll be fine. I'm not really nervous. I mean, I'm always nervous before the first game. I mean, that's just normal. I mean, I'm nervous every game. I was nervous when we were 13-3. I'm just nervous every damn time. Yeah, Dabble said, I think Martavis Bryant, your best bet, to be honest. Yeah, no, I trust me. If we can get him, we are set on offense. Yeah. We are set.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I also think, I mean, right now we don't. I think we only have like six picks in the draft, so I don't think trading draft picks would be a good thing. So yeah, you need to trade player for player.
Yeah,
or maybe get another draft pick because I mean I do think like the best you need to build through the draft because you get good cheap players. So yeah, I mean I don't think the Eagles would give a draft pick right now. Only if they get one.
Yeah, but they could trade draft picks too. Like if they have a fourth round pick, we can, maybe trade 4th round picks. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to mean you're losing draft picks, but they won't let that happen. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, I know, but like if you, for example, if you trade like a 4th round pick for Bryant, remember he will only have like 1 year, play only 1 year, and then you have to give him a contract. So you will lose that 4th round pick. Remember, rookies have 4-year contracts. So I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to make a comparison. But
No, they'll have enough for the draft picks. They need $5 million for the draft picks, so they'll have enough for the draft picks for the draft.
no, I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about I'm talking about right now. The Eagles don't have a lot of draft picks, and I don't think they can trade draft picks because I mean we only have 6, and that's still low.
Yeah, no. Only it's only if they no, it would have to be player. It would have to be player for player, or you switch or you just switch like a 4th round draft pick, or if you switch fourth rounders, or stuff like that. Something down that line. Yeah, no, that would be. No, Dad Bull said Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk from Texas A&M, great receiver. I don't think he'll be there at 32, but oh my God, he's fucking absolutely. Yeah, that's Odell like reincarnated. That's fucking amazing.
I do like him. I mean, what I heard about him is like he's more like a slot guy, but I do think he can play outside too.
Right.
But yeah, I do think he is going to be a very good player in the NFL. Yeah, very good receiver. But yeah, I mean, but I mean, yeah, I don't know, and I know that tomorrow, we wanna get like many answers, but I don't know what would happen with the people, with the free agents that are left.
Yeah, they got Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace is another one too.
Mike Wallace from the Baltimore, no? He was in the Ravens, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I got to take off, guys.
Yeah. All right, Nat. Well, I'll be live streaming tomorrow before free agency starts, so we're just gonna be hanging out, chilling out.
I'll stop by for sure.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so you're live stream at what hour? Like at 3:00, something like that?
Yeah, I'll put out the notification tonight. Yeah. I'll put it out tonight. I'm gonna do between probably like 2 to 3, something like that.
I mean, I'm working at that hour, so yeah, kind of difficult. Yeah.
Oh, Marky Big Dog, would you stop? You're just trolling. Fucking stop! Like it's like, oh, Julio Jones traded. Let's see who else we got.
But right now, like for example, it's the free agency changes everything, because I'm like, I do think the Bears were going to draft like a receiver, and right now with all the season all the free agent moves they made, I don't think they have to draft a receiver. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe a good receiver can get to us. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. They'll get somebody. Somebody will be enticed to come here. Trust me. Be somebody that won't be expensive, not a big cap hit. Someone that's gonna, really bring something to this team. So we just need some explosiveness. That's all I'm asking for. So, all right, Nat, we'll see you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I do think there's maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 moves that are going to happen before the draft. I don't know. Maybe we can also make moves after the draft. But what I do know, like for example, for the signing of Trey Burton, I do know that we're gonna get the compensatory pick next season, but next in the 2019 draft.
Right. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So that's a good thing. You're still losing a player, but a 4-round pick, if you hit it, is for example, it's still a good. You can pick up a very good player.
Yeah.
That you've seen that Titans are picking up every Patriots free agents.
Yeah, it's going to be a good running back group. Derrick Henry, Deion Lewis.
Yeah, very good running back group. Yeah, and the Bears are trying to do what we did last year, or something changing the coaching staff to. I mean, I don't think I do like Trubisky. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's gonna be like as good as Wentz, but I mean, they're giving him the pieces. So I mean, he has there to throw the rock right now. I mean, poor Fitzgerald. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald. Uh, I wish we could have him even right now.
Imagine Des Bryant on the Eagles.
No, no, thank you.
Yo, I don't know what the
No,
fuck I'd
thank
do.
you.
I don't know how I'd react to that. I'd be like, oh my god, it's gonna be like, oh god, that would be
I
ugly.
mean, that's one thing that I really like Alshon because I mean I mean he's really a really a selfish guy. I mean because I mean most of the wide receivers are known to be like drama. Always drama. Having drama around them. So yeah, that's what I like Alshon. Even though he didn't put in so many yards this season. I don't think he's the number one receiver. Uh, Maybe he's not in the top 10 category, but I mean he was great for us
Yeah,
this year, especially also in the playoff. Catching catching, especially in the NFC Championship or in the Super Bowl. The first half. So yeah, I mean, I don't think, especially after what we saw this free agency season, was a
hmm
smart move resigning before because I do think if we wouldn't have resigned him before the season, it would be a lot of we have to pay him way more or maybe like 2 or 3 million more a season. So yeah, I think that was a good move by the by Howie, but I mean we still need some pieces in the offense.
Anybody else want to get in here, guys?
I mean, looking at the chat and
It's probably Spunky's supposed to be here. So a few people are supposed to be here today, but Spunky and friggin' 59 are supposed to come in here.
I haven't seen Spunky for in the chat for. I mean, I do think, even though even if we didn't get like another deep threat, I do think we still can compete. But I mean, I know you since you started making free agency videos, that was like the
You really need it because you don't
yeah.
have anybody behind Matt Collins. Who's behind
Yeah,
Matt Collins? There's nobody. I mean, there's
I
absolutely
mean
nobody.
Shelton Gibson only, but I mean
Yeah,
I don't know what
but
he can do.
yeah, it's not promising. He's not
Yeah,
promising, but he
I
if
mean,
he if he shows up good, I mean, I hope he does. I mean, hopefully he learned from this year. I mean, he really played like I mean, he had a really bad camp. He couldn't run routes. He couldn't even catch the ball in individual
no, yeah,
drills.
yeah. He was training camp was really bad for him, but I mean, some players like some time to develop. He did was a deep. He was a deep in college. I think he averaged like 22 or 23 yards per catch, something like that. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, if he can develop and maybe get some reps and maybe show his speed because he has the speed, he can be like he can be a surprise player for the Eagles next season. I mean, but I do think we still need some player that is have some success in the league.
Right.
And and the other, I
Fucking
mean,
Higgins.
the linebacker position, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if we're gonna draft someone or we're gonna get another. I know we signed that Broncos Denver linebacker
Right.
that I
Corey.
heard that I heard that he's good against coverage and he's a really good special team player. But I mean, I don't know if he's going to. I mean, if Kendricks or Hicks gets hurt again, I don't know what are we going to do. I mean, I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, no, Kendricks is another one. I'm surprised he's still here because I thought he'd be out the door. I mean, that's another trade chip too they could use.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna stay. Yeah, I mean I mean he he did have he played some good games. He's better. I don't think he's a fast receiver can run from sideline to sideline. Fast linebacker can run from sideline to sideline. He's good. I mean, I think he's okay at blitzing. I mean, he can blitz, but
Right.
I think his deficiencies are more pass covering and pass covering. He's really bad. I mean, he got really exposed by some running backs this season, and sometimes he also takes some bad angles, miss some tackles, and maybe doesn't react to the play. Maybe sometimes he's missing some instincts, but I don't. I think he in overall last season for him was a good season.
Yeah.
I mean, but the Jordan Hicks. I do know Jordan Hicks. He's in a contract year, and he has to step up. I mean, he has to stay healthy.
Hmm.
And if he can stay healthy, I mean, it's a big win for us because I do think he's a really good linebacker. He's a really good. I mean, he can do it all.
Right.
He can blitz. He's good against the run. He's good in coverage.
Right.
He always has a knack for finding the ball. So yeah, I mean, he's really a good complete linebacker. But that he had that injury problem since coming out from college.
Right. Yep, he did. Right.
But for a third round pick, I think he's a good pickup. But I mean, his rookie season was really really good. I still remember when,
All right.
and from then he got stay healthy.
That's it.
Uh, and I mean, I don't know what the other position. I mean, I don't another position that maybe the Eagles can bring some more depth. Some people are saying safety. I also have heard like in Twitter that there's consideration about Worley playing safety, taking that Corey Graham's place.
Yeah, they could.
I also have read that maybe Mills also can, play more in an interior role. Also,
Right.
having having maybe if you don't trade Darby, you can put maybe Jones and Darby outside and have Mills play more like a safety position because he did play a lot inside at LSU.
Right.
But I mean, I do think there's still some depth moves in the free agency that the Eagles need to make.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Yeah.
They will. they'll get it done. The depth signings, I'm not worried about the depth signings. Howie will make some good moves. I'm not worried about that at all. They need to have depth signings. We need to have somebody behind certain positions. You know what I mean? So, we'll get to that when we get to that. But tomorrow is see what they do with this deep threat position, and we'll get it done. So we'll see. I'm ready to be hopefully surprised and wowed.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I mean, I was surprised with the Michael Bennett move. I mean, I didn't see that coming.
No,
really.
me neither.
Especially after the the depth we have at the D line. But I mean, I don't think it was a really good move. I mean, and yeah, he's a good player. I mean, he can pass rush, he can stop the run, he can play he can play inside, outside. He can play at both sides of the line, right or left. So yeah, I mean, he's a really good player, and him taking many reduced snaps like this season, I think is gonna make him even a better player.
Oh yeah, he'll stay fresh throughout the game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna end this now, guys.
Yeah. Sure. No problem.
Tomorrow, I'll send a notification out in like a few minutes. I don't know. Tomorrow, I'll probably do something at probably like 2:30, something like that between there. But I'll send the notification out. Yeah, we'll have it all set up. So we'll be just chilling until everything starts to move. So we'll see what happens. And that's pretty much it. So
see you, boy.
All right, man. Everybody have a good night, and let's get ready for tomorrow. So I'll have a live stream up tomorrow, and we'll continue this.
Sure. Thank you.
Man. Yeah, no problem, man. You guys have a good night. Peace.
Peace.